Jug of Thoughts podcast.
But whatever. Hey, hi, Captain's Jug of Thoughts. Holy crap. We're back with another rousing, exciting adventure. Just me and Cap today.
Yeah, just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Remember that Will Smith song? Oof, Will Smith had an interesting week, didn't he? It's a pop culture show now. Did you hear about any of that shit? I don't even really understand it.
No, what happened?
Something about him and his wife, Jada, they did like some sit-down interview thing, and it kind of like all this shit came out about how she banged somebody else. And
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know, some sticky situation. But I've also heard that Will Smith is gay, and the whole thing is a cover-up, like John Travolta style. One of my friends was getting her hair done somewhere, and somebody who worked at the thing was like used to be a hairdresser in Hollywood and had all this juicy gossip about how they're all gay, but they're all pretending they're not to sell shit to middle America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not us though. We're loud and proud on this show.
That's right.
All right. Thank you to everybody who came out to the faux show. What was that, Friday? Last Friday?
Yep.
I don't even know. I've been mixing a lot of music.
Yeah.
Just down in the dungeon trying to get these tracks ready. So I'm like a vampire.
Yeah, it was Friday, and we had a great turnout. We had to shut it down a little early though because of these new fucking regulations that shouldn't even apply to us. But
did we not even get to talk about that? Did we?
No,
because it was right.
It was Thursday.
It was Thursday. God damn it! They really do wait until everybody makes their weekend plans.
Yeah,
and then drop all that shit.
Of course,
it's always a Thursday night.
It's never a Sunday night or a Monday.
No.
You know, so that we can actually fucking plan our week.
Right.
They're like, let's fucking punch him in the fucking gut, kick him in the teeth when they're already down.
Yeah. Pete comes walking up the driveway, and he's like, we're fucked. And I was like, I just checked the weather. We're fine. 'Cause I knew it was supposed to be like thunderstorms, but then it cleared up.
Right.
I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, there's new shit. I don't know. Cuomo's being a dick. So then we had to figure out. The thing was, you had to order food if you want to get served alcohol.
Yep.
Which a lot of people do anyways.
Yeah, a lot of people do, especially on Fridays.
Yeah, exactly. You just want to cover all your bases. And then it was, what's the deal with the mask and standing?
You are not allowed to stand without a mask, period.
Are you allowed to stand with a mask?
Only if you're leaving or going to the bathroom. Yeah.
Well, okay. All right. Okay. All right. See, my whole brain has just been workarounds, loopholes. We did the porch show. That was successful.
Yeah.
Loopholes. All right.
Right.
So you can only stand if you're going to the bathroom. Diapers. Everybody gets adult diapers. And they're like, you're not allowed to stand. They're like, I'm going to the bathroom, sir. As we speak. So everybody just has to piss their pants watching the band. This is the new normal.
Well, I mean, last show we talked about Pissy Pants McGee.
Oh, yeah, that guy was ahead of the game.
He was way ahead of the game.
Yeah.
He must have got some inside information.
Well, he's got people on the inside. He's gangster.
He's gangster.
He's got guys tipping him off.
He must have known already, and he's like, hey, if we're going to be standing around having a conversation, I'm going to pee my pants. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah. New regulations. Gangsters follow the regulations. Okay, so that's one option maybe.
Yeah.
So everyone has to sit, which we had every table was full.
Every table.
But it kind of felt like we were playing some sort of benefit or a wedding or something.
It did.
Because everybody's sitting down eating and talking to each other.
Yeah, I know.
And we'd end a song and there was that air of silence.
Yeah.
And then people realized there wasn't music anymore. And then they're like, oh, woo, yay, yay.
Yeah, I know.
You just kind of become the radio and no one's looking at you.
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know, but still, regardless, we're still doing it. Mad people still came out and had fun.
Right.
And you guys have a sort of a dollar menu situation, just snacks and shit like that. The Lunchables, yeah. I love the Lunchables.
Yeah. Yeah, Lunchables seemed to, that was a funny one. And
some Ritz crackers, some cheese and pepperoni, and a cookie.
And fudge stripe cookie.
Hell yeah.
So, we did some interesting things. The thing that we sold the most of, I think, was fries, though. A small order of fries for $2.
Yeah.
It was something, it's a nice appetizer for a couple to split. And they each eat like fucking 10 fries, and you can have as many drinks as you want.
It's a romantic snack.
Sure.
You get an order of fries with 2 straws, like an old milkshake.
Yeah. Is that a $5 shake?
You gotta get
I gotta see what that tastes like.
This is $2 French fries. French fries, there's potatoes cut into wedges and fried, right? Now what costs $2? One idea that we were throwing around was doing I don't really know if you guys did this, but like do the $2 at the door.
Yeah.
And then that $2 includes admission and a hot dog.
Right.
So everybody who walks in the door just bought a hot dog.
Right.
Because then you don't have to worry. Then it kind of covers the whole thing.
It blankets everything, just like Cuomo does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A fucking smallpox blanket.
Yeah.
Just like we blanketed the Indians. Or they did to us. I don't know. Pete Costello, tell me if that was wrong.
Right. He would. He would know the answer.
So fucking, yeah, that was an idea, which I think is not a bad idea. Because it does just cover the whole basis. Anybody who comes in there and, you either get a hot dog. I'm sure most of the people we know are like, can I have another hot dog?
Yeah, I know.
Just the one?
Yeah.
Or something, Or I said a bowl of chili. Because
Right.
then you don't have to individually do hot dogs. You just have a big vat of chili with a bowl.
Right.
And you bought it like it's kind of everybody's, which actually in the pandemic, maybe everyone shouldn't be eating out of the same thing.
No, probably not.
But we'll have it boiling hot so it will burn away any of the COVID.
There we go.
See, fucking loopholes within loopholes, man. All right. Yeah, dude, all the bars did that. I heard of a bar doing Cuomo chips, which is potato chips in a shot glass.
Yeah.
I know a lot of bars they're like, all right, we're doing a little snack $1 menu then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they had your Como cookies,
Yeah.
25 cents.
There you go.
Yep.
You can't keep us down, yo.
No.
And once again, everybody's got their mask. Everybody's doing the thing. Nobody's like coughing into each other's fucking mouths or anything. Like we're not being completely disregarding of the thing. But also we're in Youngstown.
Right.
We're barely. I want to call Canada and ask if they can adopt us for a little bit.
I know,
Can we come
seriously.
stay with you? Can you be our guardian?
I know. They don't want any part of us though.
Yeah.
Even us.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, but that was good. And at the end of the night, there was a little girl. So people can't even, like, if they have a mask on, they're not allowed to stand up and dance?
No, they're not supposed to. No.
Well, there was a little girl dancing around for
Yeah,
at the
I
end
know.
of the night.
I didn't know. I didn't know what to do about that situation, so I just kind of let it go. I'm
Yeah,
like,
she was a little girl.
she's like 7 years old. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck am I supposed to do about this?
and
Like,
dancing like crazy, but
She loved it.
She had a mask on. Dude, it was like a Banksy painting. It
Her,
really looked like a real life Banksy painting.
her mom is part of ripping the band, or wait, the Pin Dogs.
Oh, okay.
The band, the Pin Dogs. So, they actually asked if they could play that night when I came over to their table to serve them.
Yeah. They're booking. Well, they have a fan. They have, obviously.
Yeah.
So now fucking the SWAT team's going to burst in their door and arrest the little girl for dancing.
Yeah, I know.
All right, here's one of my workarounds. Everybody's got to be seated, but it's mad weird. People just sitting still. I'm gonna get some of them bouncy balls with the handles on them.
Yeah.
Originally, it was gonna be the horses on the spring, like at a playground.
Yeah.
That bounce around. I texted Captain a picture. And
Yeah.
I said we need 30 to 50 of these. And he was like, for what? And I just didn't answer. Don't ask, just get them.
I'm like, what the fuck do I need those for?
You know what? You're right. Make it 100. But like just people sitting down, bouncing around on a zebra, watching us play.
Yeah, that would be really funny.
That would be really funny. But I think a more economical one would just be to get a few of those big bouncy balls with the handles on them.
Yeah.
Or we get a teeter-totter. And then we started growing into like go-kart track, and now it's okay. That's
Yeah.
good.
Bring it
But,
back
like,
home. Bring
a
it
fucking
back.
big wheel. Any sort of fun that can be had while seated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still within the regulation. People are still sitting down, and they can like bounce to the music or something, or bounce into each other. I don't fucking know. Have fun with it. We're trying to have fun you know what I mean?
You can get one of those bikes with the pop-up dildo for all the ladies.
Yeah. You could do that. That's fun.
They'll be having fun.
There's some sort of obscenity laws that we're just disregarding. We'd be like, sir, I'm seated.
Oops, we're not allowed to bring these.
Sorry. I'm trying to figure it out. You guys, every Thursday night there's a new regulation. And then Cuomo Thursday night is like, we've getting reports of a lot of bars with dildo bikes.
There's dildo bikes all over the place.
I'm putting a regulation, no dildo bikes, no more than 10 dildo bikes per location. Group. Yes, per group. The dildos must be sanitized in between.
Make sure you have proper wipes for the dildo bike.
Yeah.
We got plenty of ideas here.
Yeah. I think something, like we did on the porch. Like that kind of like people still were like bringing that up to me Friday.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, that's pretty badass. Like within the regular, we're not just saying fuck you to the man and fuck this shit, it's a fucking hoax, man. Like, no, We're still doing it. I don't want anybody to get fucking sick. But, I think it's even safer to have us way up on the roof somewhere. But whatever, the sitting down thing, that's where these arbitrary rules come in.
Yeah.
You're sitting down or you're standing. They don't want people conversing. They want everybody sitting down at a table, just talking into each other's faces closer, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you can get just as sick. I don't know. They're all sharing. Everybody share a basket of fries, but don't stand up.
Yeah, I know.
All right. I don't know. Whatever. But still, within the regulations of all this shit, every time it's like they're putting up new challenges. Every Thursday night, new rules get announced, and now we have to figure out how to, that Japanese game show where there's like the panel that's coming towards them, but it's like an outline of somebody, and they have to like pose to like fit through it.
Right.
It's that every Thursday, a new one of those comes up, and we have to like move around to try to fit through it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but we're still doing it.
We're still doing it.
Working out pretty well.
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're definitely, we're getting through all these things, and I don't know. I mean, I can't wait to see what his next move is. I'm really excited about it, I gotta tell you.
About Cuomo's next move?
Yeah.
The Thursday night announcements?
Yeah.
A lot of you have been laughing. No more laughing. Laughing causes a lot of things out of the respiration.
Yeah.
No more laughing. A quiet chuckle to yourself will be allowed within 6 feet. I don't know, man.
I don't either. It's, I don't know.
I think they're just making everybody go nuts.
Yeah. I mean, I get, 40 out of the 50 states are like back, going up in cases, but a lot of that I think is, more testing, better testing, everything like that.
Numbers can be, you can look at statistics any way you decide to look at them. Right. You know what I mean? And people, they personalize any event that happens gets personalized. There's a line drawn in the middle. Everybody runs to Facebook and either goes blue team or red team.
Yeah.
Because you're all a bunch of fucking dummies.
Yep.
And any statistics can be looked at in their favor if you spin it that way.
Yeah.
Cases are going up because all these fucking people don't believe it and they're not wearing masks. Or it's like cases are going up because because we all already have this shit anyways. And now everybody's getting tested more. They're made test free or whatever. And now like you're going to get more numbers up if you test everybody.
Right.
But there was like some funny thing in like one of the Florida I'm pretty sure Florida is actually kind of fucked though.
Florida is pretty fucked.
Yeah, but there's like one county that had 100% test rate, which is like, how's that even possible? Because the numbers were all wacky. Like they didn't even count the negatives or something. Or somebody
100% test rate.
Fucking piano falls on a guy and they say it was COVID. You know what I mean? Like people will twist it however they want.
Yeah.
You got every finger in the country is in the same pie and everyone's trying to get paid.
Yeah.
So, of course, Pfizer's like, we need a vaccine. Of course, we can't go back without a vaccine that you bought from us.
Right.
And it's like, and all of a sudden, I mean, fucking, all right, here we go. Conspiracy shit. I just watched Oliver Stone on Joe Rogan's podcast, so I'm ready to fucking go. Kennedy, they fucking offed that guy because he was trying to do the right thing. But it's like, all right, goddamn it, I forgot what my point was.
Well, that was a good try.
Yeah. It gets twisted as to whatever they want it to be, and they want it. I'm saying, okay, all right, a year ago, all these people are like the medical system in America, our healthcare system is fucked. It's a mess. It needs complete reform. It needs shit, which I agree with a lot. I mean, there's definitely a mess. Like, And then as soon as this happens, everybody's like, we need to trust the medical system to save us. It's like, we all been talking about how fucked up this place is the whole time. And now they're like, yes, please put the serum into my blood.
Yeah, I know.
Like, all right. And it's not like saying, like, the vaccine, they're trying to control you, man. It's like, can I take a second? Can I take a second to be like, yeah, hey, what exactly is in that needle, sir?
Yeah.
Like, can we approach with caution? God damn it.
A little bit.
A little bit. Even though my suggestion was everybody shares a pot of chili and shits their pants while they're watching us play.
I know.
I don't know. I think that'll spread disease. Oh, shit. He's got it. He's got it. All right. Rest in peace, Captain. And we're going to send him off into the lake.
A Viking funeral.
Yeah.
There we go. I think.
But other
one
than,
more.
Oh, shit. One more.
Oh, no. Okay. It's gone.
Oh, it sounds like he's allergic to the truth.
I am allergic to the truth. I always have been.
All right. Yeah. So we're still doing shows. All right. Fucking August 1st, Friendly Foes will be back at the Jug with our buddies Orange Corner. If anybody was at Fleckfest, this most recent one on the Friday night, I think it was, Orange Corner fucking closed out the night, and they're bangers. They're fucking awesome. I think we were trying to get a gig booked with them up in Buffalo before all the shit shut down.
Yeah.
So we're bringing them down here. So come have a seat and watch Orange Corner.
Right.
We're going to do it like Foes. We usually do 3 sets. So Foes are going to do sets 1 and 3 and have Orange Corner in the middle, right in the sweet spot where there's people there and it's kind of more of a party. And then the 9th, we're doing Papa Foxtrot.
Yep.
I'm just listing the ones I'm involved in. The 21st, Foes with Roy G. Biv.
Yep.
Doing the same deal. Those guys are great. Locals. Well,
Yep.
at least Tyler is the drummer. Used to be in the Brass Monkeys, which was Stevie Fleck's old band, if anybody remembers back in the day. Old Pub Fest, when it was at Academy Park.
Oh, yeah.
Brass Monkeys and Mechanico on the same bill. So when I explained all that to him, he was like, holy shit, that's you?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, man, that was a long fucking time ago.
Yeah. That's me.
Yeah. And then the 29th, Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
Which I'm very much looking forward to.
We got Moondog this Friday.
Moondog this Friday.
Yep. So, you came down and jammed with them a little bit on Sunday. Mm-hmm. A couple other people. I don't know if they're going to have a couple people show up and jam with them again on Friday, but we got them on Friday because Sunday was kind of a little bit of a bust. It wasn't horrible, but
well, it stormed pretty bad during the day.
Yeah, leading up to it, it was pretty bad out. So I think that deterred a lot of people from coming. We gave them another gig right away to kind of get them out there.
Yeah.
Show people what they got.
Yeah. What's the deal with the CANAM? They're doing a CANAM?
They are doing the CANAM, actually.
That is very surprising.
That's this weekend.
Because I'm pretty sure they're canceling Christmas. Like, they're canceling everything in the world. How are they doing a CANAM?
Well, Santa's got COVID, so he's not going to make it this year.
Yeah.
And so we didn't think we were going to be able to do the CANAM either, but somehow they're going to magically pull this off.
But there can't be a can because Canada can't. Somebody said Canada can't be involved because like the border's still closed.
I don't know. Maybe they're sailing over from Canada and meeting them halfway. You got to stay halfway across the river.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're just figuring out an equal distance.
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys race over here. We'll race over here.
Yeah.
Everybody come back to like around this stripe.
Or we'll die.
Or we'll die.
I don't know. I guess that's pretty cool that they're doing that, though. So hopefully there will be some people running around for fucking the Friday Moondog show. Because the Can-Am was the regatta, right? It kind of is all in that. It's a big sailing thing, and there used to be just like thousands of motherfuckers descending upon Youngstown. But now it's significantly smaller. They didn't do it last year. It was the Can-Am.
It was the Can-Am last year.
Because they canceled it.
Yeah, I think we did a show on that.
Yeah,
I remember talking about it.
Yeah.
So they're doing it somehow this year. I don't really know how it's going to work. It's really bizarre. But People seem to think there's going to be people around and coming to the Jug and stuff, and I'm like, where do you think these people are coming from?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think it's just going to be more like local guys that are already around? Like,
I mean, it's going to have to be. It's not like they're coming from Canada.
Yeah.
Like back in the day.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting, too, like once the seats all fill up and we have to turn people away, if people really do show up for this thing, because we are the only game in town.
Right.
Everything else is closed.
I think, all right, well, the thing, people start, carry around some lawn chairs.
Yeah.
We usually have a couple chairs in the car. You go to your friend's house for a bonfire or something. You get your own chairs. People just start carrying chairs around with you.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be part of their backpack system.
Yeah. And then we start selling lawn chairs out front.
Yep.
We got to start selling cigarettes, too.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be, we're trying right now.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the proper licensing to go through, and then we'll be selling cigarettes at the Jug, too.
Dude, I think all the dominoes are falling into place to really build our own kingdom.
Yeah, I know.
The rest of the world's burning. Youngstown is people like, oh, it's a quiet little town. Nothing's happening. It's like, I see a blank canvas.
Yeah, I know.
I see something like it's ready to go. What are you going to go take over an already established place?
Yep.
You need to find a town that doesn't have a bank.
This is the beginning of the new Roman Empire.
Yeah, the ATM machine of the Jug is the bank of the town. Yeah, we're building it up, and we're going to fall within, I give it 8 months before the Roman Empire shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just keep fucking pushing ahead. Keep doing as much as we possibly can be doing. For a shutdown, I've been hella busy.
Right. I've been pretty fucking busy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been we just keep thinking of things and keeping on plugging away. So
thinking of loopholes. Right. Definitely grab it. And if anybody else has like a fucking bouncy ball or I was looking at like those like the seats for like a baby. You put them in it, and it's like a swing, but it's not. But it's elastic, and you attach it to the door frame, and they bounce.
Right.
Get a bunch of those and tie them in the trees. Everybody's bouncing and shit, dude. It'll be fun. As long as everybody's sitting down.
Adult ones?
Yeah, adult ones.
I wonder if they have those.
Yo, you know how hard it was? All right, so what I wanted was the big rubber bouncy
giant
ball.
Swing set.
Yes, a giant swing set. We did think that, too. Let's just run over to the park and take the swing set for a minute. A slide that never ends. So they're always just sliding in circles, and it just doesn't end. And you're always sitting down on it.
Right.
Or you get fucking wheelchairs. You just get a bunch of wheelchairs and have people dancing around in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
There's got to be ways.
There's ways.
All right. So I wanted the rubber ball with a handle on it for adults.
Yeah.
You know how hard it was to Google that? Without just getting some S&M shit. Like, did you mean ball gag? I'm like, no, Google, you fucking pervert.
Did you mean ball gag? Yes, you did.
Yeah, so that's an idea. And if anybody has any of those laying around in their garage, we're like a fucking, I don't know, I'm picturing like a big fun Dr. Seuss bike that like bounces up and down.
Yeah.
You can just ride in circles.
Right.
I don't know. I'm trying. We're thinking.
Yeah,
we're thinking.
We're trying here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll think of something. We'll get you guys all in there, and
yeah, I mean the Jug definitely has the space and the tables and enough chairs. You know what I mean? There's chairs inside if you got to go grab some.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, we got all those extra maroon chairs and all those extra old church chairs.
Right.
So yeah, you can count your blessings while you're down there.
Yes. We need some pews. We should set it up like a church with all the pews like lined up facing the band. That's not a bad idea.
No, it's not.
All right, so if anyone has 100 pews, hit us up.
Yeah. We just got to find one of those old churches that they're shutting down.
Yeah.
We'll just go pick them all up.
Yeah.
Throw them in the back of Mike's dump truck.
Take all the pews. I don't know. Oh, dude, and then even the ones where like the thing comes down and you kneel on it, you know what I mean? You get that.
Oh, yeah.
Like the thing comes down, everybody...
Is that allowed?
Is kneeling not allowed?
I don't know.
In COVID, you have to be sitting?
I don't know. Are they going to start to think that we're part of the NFL?
That has to... Oh, Jesus. That's a whole cross path here.
I know.
If you're not allowed to kneel, strippers have to be like, that's a huge part of their that's a huge part of their night. They can only make so much off dances.
Well, the strippers are all shut down now.
It's a stripper with a mask. Oh, we made that joke. She's got 2 masks.
Some of the masks look like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I would assume they're all shut down. They must just be doing cam shows and stuff now.
I don't know, probably.
That's probably what we're going to have to start doing.
Yeah.
Well, we did that when we did the live streams with Friendly Foes.
Yeah.
Kind of felt like a cam girl. People who started in the comments, they're shouting out fucking requests, and we're like, okay, yes, daddy.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be on the other side of the cam.
Yeah. Every cam. All right. Cam girls. I know there's some listening. We have like 4K, 1080 HP, crystal clear video of like Mars, right?
Yep.
Every cam girl video I've ever seen looks like the Zapruder film. It looks like shit.
I know.
It looks awful. Like, where are these girls? They're all making money, right?
Yeah.
Get a new camera. It's
know.
all super fuzzy and like laggy. Like, it looks like old like live stream shit from like the 90s.
It does.
It's all twitchy. It looks like in Back to the Future 2 when he goes to the cafe and like Ronald Reagan is in the TV giving him the thing, but he's all twitchy. That's what it looks like.
It does look like that.
And it's like, and it's just like a girl in lingerie looking at her phone, and then every once in a while it's like, pring, and she like shows a nipple, and she's like, "Thank you,
thank you."
Goes back to her thing. I'm like, this isn't sexy.
What do you mean?
She's not even into it. Sell it. She's not even into it.
She's not.
You tried to be an
This isn't
actress for a
sexy.
minute, right? This is why you didn't make it as an actress.
All right, Tracy Lords.
Yeah. Tracy Lords. This is an established. That's some respect. She would sell it.
She would sell it.
Yeah. And Crybaby. She was so hot in Crybaby. With her funny 50s haircut.
Right.
Yeah, so cam girls must be making quite the bank right now. So
I would think so.
should reinvest. I reinvested into our equipment.
Right. I reinvested in ours too.
Yeah, I'm buying a bunch of bouncy balls.
Yeah, that's true.
And some lights. I want to get some lights for the tent, light up the tent. Oh, yeah, you guys were talking about stringing up lights in the back.
Yeah, we're looking into a whole lighting system out there, basically. Hopefully some LED lights that you can change the colors of the bulbs as you with the mood.
Yeah.
Mood lighting.
That'd be tight.
It would be. So and
well,
then,
no, it will be.
It will be.
Yeah.
And then we got the fake lights in the trees.
Yeah.
Thing, whatever that is. I just found it, so I gotta go hook it up, make sure it works. I'm gonna go hook it up either today or tomorrow. If I get enough time today, I'll do it. If not, I definitely will have enough time tomorrow.
I think that adds. I want it to look like a festival. I want it to look like, like some Mardi Gras shit, like shit popping off. I've been looking up giant inflatable decorations, and they're all Christmas or Halloween themed. Which, now that I'm thinking of it, we just get a big Santa Claus for Day of the Dead. It's Jerry.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, there you go. Just like put a different, put a black t-shirt on him and a fucking pair of shorts.
Yeah.
It'll be Jerry in the fucking 80s.
Yeah. Jerry. It's Jerry.
Yeah, it's not Santa, it's Jerry. Something to make it fun.
Yeah.
Trying to keep some fun going.
I know, we're trying real hard.
The little girl dancing was pretty trippy.
Yeah?
Because she had a mask on. And it was like in this weird, I don't know, I'm just the whole weirdness of this situation. How it was like, well, in a few months, it's only temporary. That's what Lee always tells us, it's only temporary. I'm like, until it's not. And it's been how many months? It was supposed to be like a little 3-month thing. And now how far? And like we were literally playing a show the day after new regulations came out. And I'm watching this little girl dance and have the time of her life while she's wearing a mask. It really looked like a fucking Banksy painting. Like those ironic kind of, where it's like the two cops making out, like a Banksy painting. Come to life. It was like performance art.
It was performance art.
It was like the girl in the red dress from Schindler's List. In the middle of all these seated people, there's a dancing girl, but she's got a mask on, like a gas mask on.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking trippy.
It was pretty trippy.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I mean, at least somebody was fucking.
Yeah.
I know people were like straddling the picnic tables, like the edges of the picnic tables.
Yeah.
They were straddling them and kind of like trying to dance, but like that way they could sit immediately.
Yeah. If they were caught. Yeah. I heard McGee and his whole crew had to be told to sit several times.
Yeah.
They were just having too much fun.
The bouncer came over to me. He's like, Chris, what do you want me to do about these guys over here? I was like, why? What's the problem? He's like, this is going to be the third time I had to tell him to sit down. I was like, go tell McGee the captain said to sit the fuck down. He's like, all right, I'll try.
It's tough, dude. You go into autopilot mode.
Yeah, I know.
And that's what you were saying about like when it gets real late, like people just kind of all the precautions and all that shit goes out the window.
Yeah.
Because everyone's drinking, masks come off, you just end up talking, because everyone just that's been life.
Yep.
That's just been life. The whole time up until now, that has been life.
Right.
And now it's like it's hard to break those habits. Like even like we're not allowed to approach the bar.
Right.
And when we were there Sunday, I walked up to you with my wallet out, being like, hey, let me get a couple drinks. And you're like, you're not supposed to be up here, right? I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. I feel like you just go into autopilot mode.
I know.
And you just walk, and you just kind of start, because you start to feel normal for a second. Because, hey, we're at the Jug, we're playing music, all my friends are hanging out. And then everyone's like, you didn't blink, did you? Blinking kills you. Like, okay, sorry. I got to.
You can only blink when you're sitting down.
Yeah. Well, it's the South Park where Captain Cartman was when Cartman was in jail, and he had to smuggle in something in his ass, and then he shit it out and he flushed it.
Yeah.
Because he's like, and the guy's like, you flushed it? He's like, well, I've been shitting and flushing for 8 years. It's hard to break that habit.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is.
Right.
We've all been going out, getting drunk and shooting the shit, and everyone talking in each other's faces. It's hard to, break that habit.
Right.
Give us a second. But once again, we're in the same, it's all state regulated. So Youngstown, little one stoplight Youngstown is under the same regulations as Manhattan.
I know. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
It really is. These blanket rules are just fucking killing us. I don't even know when the last time we had a case was down here.
I think I don't know. What? I don't know. Is there any? I don't know. Maybe
I don't think there's been one in a couple months. So it kind of blows that we're getting thrown in with that.
Yeah.
And I think we made the comment too that all of Youngstown is like one building in Manhattan.
It really is.
Like the whole goddamn town.
Yeah.
Is the size of one building.
Yeah. One fucking skyscraper apartment complex.
Yeah, exactly. There's the exact same amount of people.
Yeah. Common sense. Just any common sense. That's why I don't like the term common sense gun laws. Because I'm like, that implies that you people have laws that go against common sense.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? What? What do you mean? You should not have a law that goes against common sense.
No.
That's terrible. You shouldn't have to hey, that's like putting a thing on the menu that's like, oh, this one isn't poisoned. It's like none of them should be poisoned.
Right.
What are you talking about? Why did you have to decipher that?
Well, it goes back to the old thing, why is common sense even called that when most people don't have it?
Yeah, it's very uncommon.
It is very uncommon for people to have common sense.
Why don't people use turn signals anymore? That's it. Fireworks and turn signals. Two very weird side effects of COVID. Nobody fucking uses turn signals anymore.
No, they really don't.
It's crazy, right? I'm not the only one who's noticed this? All the time. You're just sitting there waiting for someone to go straight, and then they turn.
Yeah.
Or you're walking, and then someone turns right at you.
Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't have walked if I saw your fucking thing on. People
Right.
just stopped using them. It's so bizarre.
Yeah.
The reaction that people have had.
Right.
I don't know. It's got to be something else to talk about, but there's not. Every time we're like, we need to get away from it and talk about other stuff, and then they fucking do a whole new thing, and it's now we got to fucking buy a swing set.
Lots of them.
Yeah.
We need to get one of those ones that go all the way around with the chains.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Those things are the best.
They did cancel the Peach Festival.
I know.
So all that shit is going to be, is a Gravitron technically sitting down?
A Gravitron, is that what that is?
No, the Gravitron is the one where you're on the wall. And it
man, I
spins
love
and
that one.
Yeah.
And then the floor drops out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
the best.
technically sitting down? Well, you're defying gravity.
You sure are.
I think that's the opposite of sitting down.
I think so, too.
That's how you create COVID.
It spins right out of you.
No, yeah, I know what you mean. The big thing that turns around where you sit on the swings.
Yeah, and they're on chains, and it feels like you're going to go flying off of it.
Yeah, like really, really horribly dangerous looking.
Yeah, but they're fucking fun.
Yeah. Well, dangerous shit usually is pretty fun.
Right. That used to be one of my favorite rides. Like, I'd always be like, here I go. This time I'm going off.
Yeah.
Because there was that one spot on the thing for some reason that you got like a little higher.
Right.
And like, you're just like, here I go.
It's because
I'm going to go flying about 75 feet.
Yeah. It's because the kid who put it together didn't use the leveler. So like it's supposed, it's not.
It made it more exciting.
It did. Yeah. Well, that's going to be the future of like, it used to be James Dean in the car race that like went off the cliff. Like that's what you had to do for danger,
right?
For excitement.
Right.
And now it's like, I coughed within 6 feet of a guy. You're crazy.
Crazy motherfucker, you.
Yeah. I don't know, but whatever. We're pushing ahead. All right. So there's still plenty of stuff going on at the Jug. It's one of the only places where shit's happening. So get it while it's hot.
Yeah. Get down here and, enjoy the food and the festivities.
Yeah, I'm going to get me some Lunchables.
Yeah, for sure. Who doesn't like a fudge stripe cookie?
Everybody. All right, well, let's take a quick break here, huh?
Yeah.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
She grew up in an Indiana town and a good-looking mom never was around. Up tall and she grew up proud with them Indiana boys on an Indiana night.
Hello. We're back.
We're back.
All right. We just wanted to clarify that, God damn it.
There it is.
I mean, literally, this motherfucker's phone. It's like Wall Street. It's like the fucking stock market. It's like the little break we just took, your phone rang 8 times while we were out there. Who is it? You can take it if you got to take it. Is it somebody funny? Is it somebody with a funny story? Because I don't have one.
No, it's because I don't have one. No, it was. I just got to call my liquor order in as soon as we're done.
Oh yes, very important.
It is.
We're still allowed to have that liquor and French fries.
Right, liquor and French fries.
Yeah, they're just trying to turn this whole place into the Trailer Park Boys. They're like, you guys.
We're trying to do poutine.
You guys can only have pickle chips and fucking chicken sausage or whatever the fuck Ricky eats. But we wanted to clarify that when you referred to Pissy Pants McGee, we have a friend, Joe McGee, who listens to the show.
Right.
And then you referred to Pissy Pants McGee, which was the gangster.
Yeah.
Who pissed his pants at the other one.
Two totally different people.
I was just going to clarify, it is Joe McGee. It is him. That was him. No, it wasn't him. It was a different guy.
Yeah.
But you kind of say it like, he must get that all the time. Like, hey, I don't know, fucking something McGee.
Yeah.
Like, fucking someone smoking a cigarette. Hey, Smokey McGee. Like,
Right.
Like, that's kind of like in what people say. People
Right.
say that shit. So you said Pissy Pants McGee.
Yeah.
And mad people are like, wait, that was him? That's the same guy?
No. So it was not. But yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah. And also, Shitty Pants Henderson is not Ryan. Come on, guy. It's not Ryan.
No.
It was
no.
Mike. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm worried about Kanye.
Yeah.
He's going real nuts. He's always been nuts. And he always says crazy shit like he said he's running for president. And everybody's like, Kanye's going to fucking run for president. They already act like he won. I'm like, no, he's not. He didn't do anything. He didn't fill any paperwork out. He has no team. Well, he's got his team.
Yeah.
But it's like, he just sent out a tweet that said, I'm going to run for president. He's been saying that shit for Kanye 2020. 2020, I'm going to run the whole election. Like, he's been saying that shit for decades.
Right.
And everyone's like, oh my God. And then he puts out an album and it makes $1 billion. And everyone's like, ugh. It's like, yeah, he does. Every time when he said, I'm going to run for president, I was like, oh shit, Kanye's got some new music coming out. Because he's starting to ruffle feathers.
Yeah. Somebody asked me the other day if I was going to vote for him.
100%.
I was like, what?
Yep. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. None of the other candidates have ever made an album like Graduation. Nothing. None of them. No politician ever has ever done anything that's impacted my life as much as Kanye has. And that's actually, I'm kidding, but that is true.
Right.
I don't walk up and down the gorge listening to fucking Nixon speeches all day. No, listen to fucking Life of Pablo. Yeah, but he started going real nuts. I think he's just he's too much of an eccentric guy, and he is a fucking manic ass. And everything he's ever done has worked. Every dream he's ever he's achieved. So it's hard to tell guys like that, hey, no.
Yeah.
This might be a bad idea.
Right.
Because when everybody else told him it was a bad idea to do this thing, he did it and then made $1 billion and it became the biggest thing in the world and it was massively successful.
Right.
So it's hard to tell a guy like that, no. And he's all up in the usher line. I mean, the shit he was tweeting was really funny. He called Kris Jenner Kris Jong-un. All sorts of wacky shit. It's just crazy, and I'm just scared that they're gonna like, oh, Kanye killed himself because he's so crazy, and it's like, no, you killed him because he was you didn't trust him. You're like, this motherfucker's not gonna keep his mouth shut. Jay-Z kept his mouth shut. John Legend plays along. Kanye, he's gonna say some crazy shit. There's just people, like. You have information and you know some guys, and even if they're your friend, you're like, I ain't telling this guy that.
No.
Because as soon as he knows, everyone knows. And everyone knows his odd version of it.
Yeah.
It goes through a Kanye filter and then comes out as some crazy shit. But I hope he puts out another album before the CIA gets him. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. Wacky shit going on.
Yeah.
And then there was that fucking the judge's son and husband. The son got killed. The husband was critically wounded by this dude. Well, I don't know. There's theories it wasn't this dude. Whatever. Conspiracy time. This guy, this other attorney, this judge. All right, this lady. Sorry, I'm all over the place. This lady got hired to work on the case involving Epstein's money through the Deutsche Bank. Like his money laundering, and we follow the money, you find the people. You know what I mean? So she got assigned this case. 2 days later, a guy in a FedEx costume shows up at her house, shoots her son and her husband, and then he disappears up to the fucking Catskills and kills himself. Which, all right, that's the official story.
Yeah.
But she was also involved in shit, or they said the husband was also a prosecutor who was involved in prosecuting gang members and shit. So there's a million different angles on this shit.
Sure.
One of the ones I didn't know was that this guy, the shooter, was an attorney, and he was one of those dickheads who when a bar did ladies' night, he would try to sue them for discrimination against men. He was a men's rights activist.
Oh my God.
So they had him on the Opie and Anthony show back in the day.
Yeah.
They had him call in, and they were just going to be funny about it. And then by the end of it, they just hated this guy because he was such a douche.
Right.
That Jim Norton started yelling at him and screaming and making jokes about why the chicken crossed the road because you were trying to fuck it or something, or he's just saying he doesn't get laid. He's a lawyer who can't get laid, and this guy sued Jim Norton, and there was a back and forth for 10 fucking months on him and Norton going in and out of court and legal bills, and this guy was trying to sue him for defamation, and in court they're reading these jokes from the show, depositions, did you say knock knock, a lawyer who's there, a lawyer who can't get fucked? They're reading, and everyone in the court's laughing.
Yes, I did say that.
Yes. It was this whole thing, and then on Jim Norton's birthday the other day, the news comes out that this crazy asshole murdered a judge who was in charge of some thing about Epstein's case. Fucking crazy.
Wow.
That's
so it's all Norton's fault?
I guess so, man. Yeah, he really shouldn't have made fun of that guy. He kind of sent him on a long thing. So, yeah, Norton, what the fuck, dude?
Well,
that's just a crazy-ass story. That ties into this show because this show is a direct... I was a fan of the O&A show, which caused me to start making shows like this.
Right.
Where guys sit around and talk about the wacky shit that goes on in the world. Right. And it's there's always wacky stuff, but is it more wacky now with the circumstances? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would have been a crazy story, but it's a crazy story while we're all not allowed to stand up. So it makes it a little weirder.
Nobody can stand up and talk about it.
Yeah. They can't. They can't do the classic I object and stand up in court.
No.
They have to go I object, and it's not as powerful.
And then you're who said that?
Yeah.
Was that someone in the back?
Yeah.
We can't see you.
Raise your hand, but not too high.
Yeah. Don't stand. Hey, don't stand.
Yeah, is COVID floating in the air at a certain height? And if you're sitting, you're fine, but if you stand up, you're in it. Smoke, when they say if there's smoke in a
6
building,
feet.
You're supposed to crawl underneath it.
Yeah, it's exactly at 6 feet.
So everyone just has to start crawling around. And if you don't crawl, you're part of the problem.
Yep.
All right, let's try to change the fucking subject.
Okay.
I'm so sick of this shit. Until tomorrow when some other thing happens about it. Let's go to the list. To the list. Oh, dude, we talked about George, the old guy from Newport.
Yeah.
Remember, there was a story about him, wasn't there? Talked about him a couple weeks ago.
He dated my grandmother.
That was what I wanted to get to. But why did we bring him up? Like, we brought him up a few weeks ago.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
I don't. I remember skipping all my classes and just sitting in lunch all day.
Yeah.
For like 3 periods in a row.
Yeah.
And I had bright blue hair. So George is like, by like the third one, he's like, huh. And he came up to me, and he was pretty old at that point. And he was like, how many lunches do you have? And I'm just like, all right, you got me. So he starts like walking me back up to my class. And at a certain point, I just kind of lost him. Like, I just kind of kept walking around in like weird, like he didn't know which classroom I was going to. He was just following me.
Yeah.
I just kind of like weaved around and just kind of ducked away and lost him.
Right.
You know, evaded the fucking fuzz, man.
Well, when I got kicked out of school in 10th grade, they expelled me for the rest of the year.
For what?
I don't know, various things.
Just enough was enough.
Yeah, and I think that everyone in the school was just sick of me. Well, all the teachers anyway.
You stood up without a mask.
Yeah, I stood up for about everything. So I think that everyone was just fed up with me because I was just a fucking pain. And I was a thorn in every I don't know, every teacher, every superintendent, everyone in that fucking school that had any authority at all hated me.
You're a problem child,
I guess. So anyway, so we're in the ice room, which was on the second floor at the time, and they had 2 people blocking the door because they knew that I would just leave. And I was like, are you guys fucking serious? You're going to make me... It was the second period. I'm like, you're going to make me sit out the rest of the day so you can kick me out of school for the rest of the year? I'm like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Just like everything else you do here.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm fucking leaving. And they're like, you can't leave. And I just walked over to the window, opened it, threw my backpack out the window, and jumped out the window.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So
it doesn't make any sense. They're kicking you out forever. Like, what are they going to do?
I know.
You're double expelled.
So as I'm walking across the property of the school, I see George come out the door. And he's like, Chris, you got to get back here. And I'm like, George, you know you're not going to catch me. Don't follow me. Please. I'm like, I don't want to do this, man. I'm like, it's over. You're finally getting rid of me. It should be like a happy day for you. Just let it go, man.
They didn't want to let you go. It was a toxic relationship they just couldn't let go of.
I know. It was like I was their heroine. They're like, we got to kick it, but we can't.
George is standing outside your house with a boombox holding it up.
Yeah.
In your eyes, the light thee.
That's so funny. I was just talking about that movie the other day. Yeah, so anyway, he's just following me, so I just went into like a slow jog. Next thing I knew, he was like 200 yards behind me. And I was like, all right. And then I stopped at Newport Pizza, got a couple slices, and continued my walk home.
Yeah, because you're already expelled. There's not any worse thing they can do.
Right. I'm like, you're expelling me for the rest of the year? I'm like, then what the fuck do I have to stay here for 6 more periods for?
And they probably felt dumb when you brought that up. And then them letting you go would be them admitting that was a dumb oversight.
Exactly. So they're like, no, you have to stay. I'm like, so I'm being punished on top of being punished? No.
Yeah.
So
they just wanted to keep you around. They missed you.
I guess. Miss Martin fucking loved me. We had a very solid relationship. I saw her almost every day. She was the in-school suspension teacher at the time.
Yeah, you guys got pretty tight.
We did get pretty tight.
Bit of a...
She's like, Chris, you're here again?
What was that movie? The Michelle Pfeiffer teaching Bob Dylan to the kids.
Dangerous Minds?
Dangerous Minds, yeah. I was like, Criminal Minds? No, that's that A&E and shit where they like solve murders.
Yeah, not Criminal Minds.
What was that show? Mind Demencia, that one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that show.
Yeah, it was like that. Like she was teaching you, she flipped her chair backwards to be like cool, and then you're like, okay, she's on my level.
Yeah.
And then she taught you about, Bob Dylan and America and stuff like that. And
yeah.
Poetry. Hip hop really is poetry, Chris. And you're like, damn. I never thought of it like that.
Right.
Well, obviously it didn't work.
No.
Because you jumped out the window and took off like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Right. Well, I didn't have any teachers that looked like Michelle Pfeiffer either.
I think it was Ted Bundy. I fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was Zac Efron in the movie. I don't know who he was playing. But he jumped out the window at one point. Yeah, we didn't have any Michelle Pfeiffer teachers.
No. We had my homeroom teacher in 9th grade was fucking smoking hot, but Miss Vossler, ooh, I wonder whatever happened to her. But yeah. Anyway, no, we didn't have anyone that looked like Michelle Pfeiffer.
Well, but you got to come back the next year?
Yeah, I got to come back the next year temporarily, and then they kicked me out again.
For what? Just doing bad things? It's fun to do bad things.
It's fun to do bad things. I can't help it.
Doing hood rat stuff with your friends?
I used to always feel like I do what I want.
Yeah.
And they said, you can't do what you want. And I said, why?
Well, what did you want?
I just wanted to do bad things.
Yeah.
No, I got that quote actually from Amy. She said she was going to make a T-shirt out of it, and then she looked it up, and there already was a T-shirt that said, I do what I want.
Oh, yeah. There's some hilarious T-shirts out there.
Yeah. The guy yesterday was wearing one that said, do fun shit.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's the ones that are like very descriptive. Steve talked about this. Like he got an ad for like, I'm an uncle who loves Star Wars. Like it takes all your interests that you see on your Facebook. So if he's like, liking his niece's thing and he likes a Star Wars thing, he'll be like, this uncle loves Star Wars, and be a T-shirt that they tailor specifically for him.
Right.
It's fucking weird. But then like we were looking them up, and then I saw one that was on like a joke website, but it was like, I'm a gamer and I have AIDS.
Wow. Ouch.
Hey man, it's not a death sentence anymore. It's not like COVID or anything. You can survive this.
Right. Oh man, poor Freddie Mercury.
Poor fella. But yeah, a shirt that describes who you are.
Yeah.
As a person.
Shout out to my other buddy Steve, who loves Queen.
Shout out to our other buddy Steve, who is one. Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, so I didn't get in too much trouble in school. I definitely wasn't a good kid, but I tried to lay low as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because I was always doing bad shit.
Mm-hmm.
And all the kids who got in trouble for doing bad shit were always loud about it.
Yeah.
It was like, there'd be the kid like the John Gotti wearing a flashy suit.
Right.
In homeroom. And I'm like, you don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't go in front of the cameras. You never admit this thing.
Right.
Like I had fucking schemes going all up and down that place. And everyone's like, you're still quiet. I'm like, yeah, because I don't want anyone to ask too many questions.
I know.
And find out about what's in the locker in the fucking men's room.
Yeah. I don't know. I felt like I never did anything super bad. I used to, I used to smoke a lot of pot in school.
Yeah. They should just have a pot
between
room
periods,
like they have at the airport.
Yeah. Well, they used to have those smokeless bowls. So like between periods, I would just smoke like while I was walking down the hallway.
Yeah.
And then I'd just like blow it into somebody's locker and keep going.
All right.
And people would always be like, come on, dude. I'd be like, what? Just blame it on me if you get in trouble. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Skunks got in the school.
Yeah, which was maybe part of the problem too, was that I was always like, yeah, I'll take the heat for this one. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I never really cared,
You were like that guy in Breaking Bad who liked going to jail.
Yeah.
So like, he would take the fall for other people's shit.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that had to be some of it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you fucking fell on the sword for your brothers.
Yeah, well, I would try. I would always just be like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I didn't really care. I don't know. It was a weird time. Just like now.
Yeah. I remember one time, like, we were standing out front, and like two of my friends were smoking cigarettes. Well, we were broke, so they had one cigarette, so they were passing it back and forth.
Right.
And like we were all like 18. Like I think you were allowed to do that as long as I don't know. It wasn't that bad, but like someone called, some other teacher saw it and called in and said they're passing around joints, and like they came out and like searched, and they're like, empty all your pockets. Yeah. And I literally had a lighter and a half smoked joint.
Yeah.
Like the things that would have implicated us in this crime we didn't do.
Right.
And they were like, empty your pockets, and I just took out everything except those two things.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, all right, have a good day.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
you guys suck at this.
I know.
You could have got us for something that we weren't doing that, but still.
Well, when I was in school, they still had a smoking area.
Yeah.
And
I think we kind of did. I don't know. I think you can't. People are going to smoke.
Yeah.
Like, if we don't let them do it outside, they're just going to smoke in all the bathrooms.
I know. Well, you were actually allowed to go out here. And, like, between periods, you could go out there and rifle one down if you could. One particular morning, me and a buddy of mine, some mornings we would, he'd bring in, like, rum or vodka or something like that in, like, a Snapple bottle.
Right, of course.
And we'd go directly to the smoking area, and we would chug the bottle of Snapple, and we would smoke a joint. And this one particular morning, the window above the smoking area was open, and all of a sudden the teacher that was in there was like, "Hey, you two! Hey, hold it right there." We were like, "Fuck." So we just ran, and then we just kept running until we were off school grounds. And we ended up getting in trouble for fucking cutting because we had already been in school. So, like, they knew that we left.
Why were you in trouble if that was a designated smoking area?
Because we left school grounds and didn't come back that day. And we were like, everyone was like, "Where the fuck were you the rest of the day? We know that you weren't homesick, you know?"
Yeah.
So, we got in trouble for that one.
I never really, I don't know. I just chilling, because you'd always be like, "Let's get the fuck out of this ditch, man."
Yeah, I know.
And then you'd kind of you'd go hang out at the skate park and wait for everybody else to get out of school. There was nothing to do.
Right.
So there was one time where I had a situation where I was a shipment of Fun Guy. Okay, what's the statute of limitations on this? A rather large shipment of Fun Guy was transported through. I had a whole operation going. And I was like, I'm going to test a few out. What? I got like 2 hours before we're out of here. Fucking take a little bit. That'll be fun. And then we'll get out and we'll go party. We'll go fucking play Frisbee golf and take the rest.
Yeah.
And then, about 20 minutes later, I remember finding my buddy and just being like, "We got to go. You got to get me the fuck out of this building right now. Or I'm just going to start walking down the street."
Yep.
And he's like, "Let's go." I'm like, "All right, let's go." And he's like, one time I left. And even the teachers were like, "Where were you? That's not like you to just leave. Usually you just stay high in school. You don't leave." I'm like, "I don't know, man. They hit me weird yesterday."
Yeah, it was a little too high.
I had to get outside. And I felt trapped by the walls, man.
Yeah.
Well, there should be just designated fucking smoking areas like they are at airports, you know?
Yeah, there should be
a little thing for the kids.
Right.
Well, now there's
Do they still have those?
In airports, some of them, yeah.
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 Down south only?
I don't know.
Probably.
But we were actually saying that about COVID shit. Like, they used to have smoking, non-smoking.
Yeah.
Like, they should have mask and non-mask parts of the restaurant.
Right.
Where it's like, I don't know. You have people who are like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'll go. I want to live normally." Or people who are worried about it and they can go over there.
Right.
Really is boiled down to a belief system. I don't know if any of the fucking numbers are anywhere close to the truth. How the fuck would I know that?
Nobody knows.
The scientists don't even know. Every 2 days they change their fucking minds.
Yeah, nobody
Apparently N95
knows.
masks were the only thing that were going to work, and bandanas don't work. And then the other day, they're like, N95 masks are actually not good for you.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But it's like every 2 months they change their mind, but everybody immediately believes whatever came out today.
Right, exactly.
I don't know. Motherfuckers are nuts.
Yep.
But you have COVID and non-COVID sections of a restaurant. Because even the smoking things don't really make sense. It's not like there was a wall up or anything. It's like, I guess there was in some places, but I remember going to restaurants being like smoking, non-smoking meant somebody at the table next to you was smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
And they're like 2 feet away, and you're like, we're all smoking this cigar. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, smoking and non-smoking sections, like back in the, especially through the 80s and early 90s, it was hilarious. Like, it was just like, you were literally only 4 feet away from the smoking section if you were in the first row of the non-smoking section.
And that used to be America. A little danger, a little fun.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone's trying to purify this place. We were built by a bunch of assholes who didn't want to pay some king anymore.
Yeah.
So we came over here and tricked a bunch of Indians into giving us all their shit. We're pieces of shit.
Yep.
We're unhealthy pieces of shit.
Yep.
Cowboys, settlers, the worst people in the world.
Right.
Stop trying to purify it. It's not going to happen. Embrace it. We suck. We're assholes. Let us just be dirty and do fun things.
Exactly.
Stop expelling kids for just living their lives.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of any I never got in real trouble. It's just grades. Just because I just didn't give a shit. I didn't care. I'd be sitting there writing fucking songs and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, the worst one for me was when we all got kicked out of school for drinking. Did I tell that story on here before?
Maybe.
It was Ozzy's birthday.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. But they made us all drive home drunk.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It's fucking hilarious. So, I don't know, fucking none of those fucking teachers are even there anymore, but
yeah,
it's a very bizarre situation. Like, I can't even imagine them doing that today.
Oh my God, it would be a huge thing.
They'd be all over the news.
Yeah. Yeah, I got friends who have kids in school, and it's like, and like the smallest little things would happen, and it becomes like this huge thing, and then one of the moms makes a Facebook group about it.
Yep.
And it becomes just the parents all arguing with each other. And the kids are like, yeah, this was not a traumatic experience until you guys tried to get a reality show out of it.
Right.
Now it's my drunk teenager on A&E. Like,
I know.
Like, it's just everything is media now. Everyone's trying to fucking make their lives, every event in their life turns into content for their Facebook page.
Right.
But back then it was like, go sleep it off, you fuck.
Yeah.
Like, it was back to normal life. We need that. Kanye, you're listening? Crash the satellites, dude. Take it down. We can't handle this shit anymore.
No, we
Leave
can't.
our show up.
Right.
We're fans.
Yeah, but all this other crap has to go.
Yeah.
Well, it starts with his wife, though.
Yeah, I get it. She's hot. All right. But Jesus, man, they're involved in some crazy shit.
They sure are.
No, I don't even hate on the Kardashian. The only time I ever hear the word Kardashian is when I hear some 45-year-old drunken white guy at the Jug go, fucking Kardashians. I'm like, what did they do to you today that upsets you this much? Like, because I think people just think it's like they feel smart if they shit on this thing. I'm like, they just have big butts and they turn this into $1 billion empire.
Right.
You're asking people for cigarettes. I don't know, man. I think you could take their mom as a cutthroat fucking business demon. I think you could take her and put her anywhere in history, and she'd be like, what are we selling? Ancient oils? All right. She'd be the #1 ancient oil salesman in Egypt in the fucking, before in the 800s or whatever.
Right.
They're just, and right now they're like, what is it? Oh, shitty reality content and makeup? Let's sell that. Whatever the product is, they're going to sell it.
Right.
And everyone buys it and then complains about them.
Right.
I don't know. But Courtney's pretty awesome. Big fan of her.
Yeah.
Courtney, if you're listening, you want to get away from that mess, that whole craziness. You want to come hang out at the Jug with us? It doesn't sound glamorous. You can come down.
It's quite glamorous.
It is. We're out of chairs, though.
Yeah, I know. You're going to have to bring your own chair.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Fucking, it's hilarious. I wish he didn't get caught up in all that. But then again, it kind of makes the whole Kanye story, like the whole thing is like, it's all entertainment.
Yeah.
It's all entertainment. I don't like seeing a celebrity or someone who's supposed to entertain me in an interview say like normal shit. They're like, oh, it was great working on this project, and we really hope the people like it. I'm like, you want Kanye being like, this fucking album is going to turn the sun off and turn it back on brighter. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. I am Jesus. Yeah, fuck yeah. This guy's great. He's out of his fucking mind. Like, that's what I want. You want Ozzy biting the head off a bat. You want Alice Cooper throwing a chicken in the audience. You want people doing crazy shit.
You do.
That's entertainment.
It is entertainment. There's no doubt about that.
How boring would this show be if we just got on here and just said normal things? Like, if we just like said normal that's why social media stinks too, because everybody has the same pre-programmed response. They all just post it just so they're not like whatever the statement needs to be. It reminds me of that old fucking Bible thing where like they were going to kill the firstborn son, so everybody had to put lamb's blood over their door.
Yeah.
So they'd pass over. That's what thoughts and prayers is. Or that's what the black square on Instagram is. It's people going, not me. Please pass over me when you kill everybody. Not me. I'm one of the good ones. Look, see, I did it. And it's just phony shit. It's funnier to get on here and suggest that we get a bunch of dildo bikes in the parking lot.
It's way funnier.
It's way funnier. If we came on here and said, stay safe, that's fucking boring. Nobody wants no, that's dumb. You gotta get on here and just be like dildo bikes.
Hey, at least we're creative.
I think it's very creative. I think it needs to happen.
Yeah.
I got the bikes.
Yeah, I mean they'll work out perfect with these black yoga pants. Just make a little rip.
Yeah,
Good to go.
good to go. I got bikes. All right, someone else has to meet me halfway with that.
I'll order them on Amazon.
They good. They probably do have them on Amazon.
Oh, they do. You didn't see that guy that went crazy?
No. What?
He's like, look. He's like, I get that we got to deliver all this stuff. Everybody needs toilet paper and everybody needs sanitizer and stuff. But like dildos and vibrators, he's like, we don't have time for this shit. He's like, all the sex toys are up like 75% right now during this COVID thing, and everyone's ordering sex toys. The sex toy. You didn't see this guy?
No.
He works for Amazon.
Oh, and he's worried that he's just spending too much time packaging up dildos and shit?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Who cares what it is?
I know. Who cares?
Look. Why? Because girls,
nobody was getting laid.
Yeah, girls can't do Tinder anymore. They can't just random, because it used to be able, the girl goes on her phone, swipes right, and 2 seconds later, like fucking Grubhub, there's a penis at her door, ready to go.
Right.
She can't get that anymore.
No.
I think the government should have mandate, like how they gave everybody $1,200 in a dildo. Like, it should have been that. Name of the episode.
All right. $1,200 a dildo and a pocket pussy.
This is 40 acres and a mule for COVID. They give them that because you want a bunch of pent up girls running around.
Right.
They need that. They need to be,
Yeah, they need the.
Yeah, they need to. It helps them calm down. It helps them center themselves. You want a bunch of unfulfilled women running around in the middle of a pandemic?
Fuck no.
God, it'd be worse. It'd be so angry.
It would be really angry.
Yeah.
Bunch of angry girls running around in masks.
Yeah, it'd have been you before the cigarettes today.
I know. You don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
With some angry girl in a mask. Is that all you have, sir? That's all I got.
I know. People got to be real expressive with their eyes nowadays.
Yeah.
Because you can't, you know what I mean? There's no mask. It's all reverse Batman.
Yeah.
It's the opposite. Huh?
The Butterface has her.
Oh, yeah. Lisa, this is the reign of the Butterface.
Right.
We're going to be like, God damn, that girl's fucking gorgeous. And then she sits down and takes her mask off, and we're like, wow, Jesus.
What the hell just happened?
Jeff, you've been working out, huh, bud? Yeah. Wow. I just saw you from the back there. Ooh, the mask really covers up that beard, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, I'll still buy you the drink. Yeah.
Somebody asked me last week, they were like, I was describing someone, doing my best to, and they were like, did he have a beard? And I was like, I don't know. He was wearing a mask.
That was me. We were trying to talk about that guy, the dude from Roy G. Biv.
Oh yeah, that's right. Rob yeah, it was you.
You're like, one of those guys is at the Jug, and I'm not sure which one it is. And I was like, does he have a beard? And you're like, I don't know. He's wearing a mask. I'm like, fuck.
It was so fucking funny.
Like, what color were his eyes?
I really thought about it for a minute, and then I was like, I was trying to picture him, and I'm like, well, I don't know. He's wearing a mask.
Yeah, he sort of looked like a nurse. He looked like he may have been painting with toxic fumes or something.
He looked like the guy that delivered my wife's baby.
Yeah. He looked exactly like Wilson from Home Improvement.
Yeah.
You only see the top part of his face.
Right.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I know. It's every episode kind of ends with the same, it's weird, but it is fucking weird. And this is the new normal. It's like, I don't know if people are going to come around to that much. I think people who live in the cities and people who are constantly refreshing their feeds and they're on top of shit every second of every day.
Yeah.
But if you go to a normal town where normal people live, where motherfuckers still got flip phones.
Right.
Where motherfuckers still think Philip Seymour Hoffman's alive. What? What do you mean? You know what I mean? It's going to take them a minute to catch up to the rest of it.
Absolutely.
All right, so we need some bouncy balls, some swings, some teeter-totters, some dildo bikes.
Yeah. I think we covered it all.
Yeah, we're just trying new regulations.
Those bouncy balls come with dildos on them, too.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Dude, you really gotta center your weight distribution.
You sure do.
On that. That's dangerous.
It seems like it could be.
Yeah, very dangerous.
Wrong hole.
It pops out. Yeah, it pops out. That's a real duck, duck, goose situation.
It sure is. Oh no, I got goosed. It was a lot more painful than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. All right. Well, come out to the next show.
Yeah.
August 1st, the next faux show for me.
All right. But come out this Friday too. We got
Moondog Friday. That's the next one. Moondog Friday.
All right. So
yeah.
And we'll
open mics every Wednesday.
Yep.
Taco Tuesdays every,
Yeah, come out to everything.
Dildo bike Thursdays.
Yeah, well, we had to do something on Thursdays. We still got a bunch of shit going on. You got to remain in your seat. So this way, I'll just come see you instead of you coming to see me.
Yeah, he's gonna come like a flight attendant or something.
Kind of.
Yeah, you guys got to get like a bell situation at like a table. Like you hit the light and you turn the light on and then you realize that table needs an order.
Right.
Or something.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I don't know how we'll have to put lamps on every table.
Yeah.
Or it'd be like that one club that had the phones. Do you remember that? Like in the falls? This was a while back.
Call in an order.
Yeah. You'd call and be like, we need service at table 11.
Yeah. Well, you get that shit at like airports. Like you sit down in the thing, there's an iPad in front of you.
Yeah.
You go on the iPad, you order your thing.
Yep.
All right, so we need dildo bikes, 100 iPads.
100 iPads.
This is going to be quite the Amazon
The dildo
order.
bikes are going to be cheaper.
Yeah. That Amazon guy is going to be real upset.
He sure is.
Ordering giant Santa Claus things and bouncy balls and dildo bikes.
What the fuck's wrong with these people?
What's going on? And lights, LED lights. What's going on? All right, Captain Jug of Thoughts, thank you for listening. Thank you for continuing to come through this oddness with us.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know.
Nah. Nobody knows anything right now, so just keep listening, and we'll see you next time.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.